So the new Xbox handheld. Nobody's really surprised. Consoles have been offering less and less, and you're really just buying hardware to essentially be trapped into an ecosystem where you pay ecosystem prices for ecosystem games, or pay subscriptions for ecosystem rates for a generation, and then you can go ahead and decide which overlord you're going to be paying in the next generation. That is, of course, if you only decide to buy one console. Maybe you'll buy all of them like a lunatic. Then, split screen used to be a selling point for consoles. Now, you can be lucky if, like, 2 mainline games are even split screen. And consoles don't really offer the same flexibility of something like a PC. You're often sacrificing a multitasking ability with a cleaner UI, but that's really it. So, of course, companies had to get a little creative. Things like the Nintendo Switch have presented new possibilities for trapping people in your ecosystem. They give you hardware that's worse than your phone, but then in return they offer a convenient split-screen controller and portability. People then started reminiscing on the PSP and begging Sony to bring it back or make a new one. Steam answered the call and made the Steam Deck. The hardware wasn't that amazing, but the optimizations and custom UI on Linux did bring a level of convenience to PC gaming that was not really thought possible, especially not on Linux. This convenience shows off the possibility of bridging the gaps for the console wars and essentially doing what PCs have been doing since forever, giving you a choice to purchase from multiple ecosystems. If you got a Windows handheld, you could even get Game Pass. The trade-off, of course, being the software just wasn't made to handle the handheld devices. It's Windows. You can barely get Windows to run on a PC as is, which is why I'm thinking that the best part of the Xbox Ally isn't the Xbox Ally itself. I am much more excited about a different aspect of the console. Something even better than the hardware. The software. The software. Apparently, this is the first time where they're introducing Xbox developers into the Windows codebase and optimizing it. They're making it better. Now, this is a little bit abstract of a concept. I don't know if anybody else has thought of this. I might just be the pioneer of this idea. But if you're making a better version of something that supposedly already consumes 2 gigabytes less of RAM and has, in my opinion, an improved UI with other improvements to come, is it maybe possible that instead of Windows 12, we could get, don't scream at me for saying this, don't get mad at me, we could get Xbox OS? I know, crazy. You know, gasp, sigh, relief. No, this would actually give Windows a chance against SteamOS and make people who would likely switch reconsider. While I still think switching to an open ecosystem like Linux that's always going to be improved by the community, even without having to wonder if the next Steam Deck will inspire Microsoft again, it would still be an amazing thing to give to people and gamers alike. I mean, the worst thing about Windows 11 is that a lot of people will have to buy new hardware to even be able to switch. Hopefully, those people will switch to Linux where they won't be herded around, or this new Xbox OS, as I dubbed it, actually becomes a real thing. Then people would have an Xbox-inspired variation of Windows that brings in optimizations, makes the user experience better, more simple, like a console, and this would not only provide a new benefit for gamers, but I don't think that they added anything that would really lock out an everyday PC user. This is, of course, assuming that this isn't locked down as a resource for PC handhelds or literally just the Xbox Ally. This could actually be a shared future with PC users, giving us the most optimized, most convenient, most clean operating system possibly ever conceived. This is, of course, a high bar to clear, especially for a company whose plan to win the console wars is to switch to PC. PC Master Race! No, I'm joking. It's a good plan. Consoles are a ridiculous concept. You are paying extra to be told who you are allowed to buy your games from, while PC lets you buy from anyone, and you can often get the best low deals, and you can do whatever you want with your hardware rather than having to run very, very niche software on there. But they have even dedicated a team who's actually going through and fixing all the crappy bloated parts of Windows and bringing the best aspects of consoles to PC handhelds. And I pray to God PCs as well. Literally what every Windows user wants. They are making possibly the perfect product for the Windows audience. If they don't give it to us, I think it should be taken as a slap in the face. And I'll probably work even harder to switch to Linux if this isn't the case. Just my 2 cents. I mean, I will start making Linux tutorials. That is a threat. That is a threat. I mean, their ad was saying that everything is going to be an Xbox. It would be pretty funny if they started with their PCs. But I'm curious what you guys think. Is Microsoft just going to make this Xbox Ally only thing and screw everybody else? Or will everyone actually get access to the deep loaded Windows that everyone wants? Xbox OS. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and leave your opinions below.